Carol's son Jacob's brought his Berlingo for us to look at. He's started to kit it out now. He has been living it for quite a while, just living in the back. But, he's started to do some work, so we thought we'd show you what he's done. He has actually tidied it up. So he's put a bed base in.
He doesn't want to be on camera.
Doesn't really want to be on camera.
Got a bed
Put a base in there, and I believe he's getting some memory foam mattress
and a mattress topper
for that. But at the moment he's got a couple of duvets and his sleeping bag.
There's storage under here.
Storage, and his pots and his cafetiere, and he's got a cooker that he's going to fix to the top, and with a bottle underneath somewhere.
Storage under this bit. Storage boxes.
Under this side he's put storage boxes, and I think his gas bottle, and he's going to get a leisure battery. He's going to be in the bottom of that unit somewhere, and he's outdoor pursuits guy, so all his climbing gear, walking gear is stored in the back as well. He's got roof bars on, because he's a canoeist or kayakist, paddler, so there's that. And he's using,
this is just from Go Outdoors, rather than buying the expensive window
insulation.
He's just cut stuff from Go Outdoors. It's coming away a bit there, but it works. He said it works really well. Keeps things nice and warm at night. And he's also insulated the sides and the floor. He's an outdoor pursuits instructor.
Last time we saw him, he was using the fold-down seat as his cooking base and his kitchen. So it's a vast improvement, really, on what he has been using. So yeah, he's done a good job. So we're having another look at the Berlingo bungalow, Jacob's home from home.
My only home most of the time.
Only home. Yeah.
Just dump stuff at home.
Yeah. So
stickers are the main sort of feature. That's the important bit. If you don't have stickers, then it's not really worth it. So I use it for everything. So we've got everything sort of in the place, but when I'm sleeping, obviously all this moves into the front, and then I've got foot space so I can sit down properly. It's my office. So working here most of the time. So we've got all the mod cons. We've got toilet facilities. We've got running water if you pour it hard enough. Sorry, a bit of a mess at the moment. So this is just a mattress from Lidl. Every now and then, 40 quid, 39.99 or something. They buy, they have like child futon things, so it folds into three like a chair. Duck down pillow because you've got to have comfort. And then underneath the bed, I did have MDF and hatches, but it was a bit bendy. So I've just changed it up, and then it opens up, and then inside I've got enough space for. In there I've got all my climbing stuff, walking stuff,
hold it there.
boating stuff. Oh.
Right, so
in here I've got, it's like my mini kit store or garage as campervan people call it. So I've got loads of the really useful boxes because they're just the best and most hard wearing, mountain biking stuff, and then paddling stuff, and then that's sort of my expedition stuff in the library. So yeah, that'll, because the mattress is comfy enough but thin enough that I can sort of bend quite well. I've used quite a lot of the space for most things. So I move my bags and stuff over. I've got my roof racks ready to put back on, but
That's for your boat, I take it. Yeah.
Soon to be 2 boats, but there's no point driving down to do UK and move them on. There's also a mountain bike route to go into the back, so I do use everything. So then on the end of this cupboard, it was an addition just to make sort of a bit of a food shelf, because it's nice to have your tins and stuff on display, and you sort of know what you've got a bit easier. And I don't know, I think it makes it look better if it's got shelves rather than just a big wooden box.
And your cooking facility is?
So like it's really been done well cheap. This not just because I was given the cooker, but I think you can buy that cooker for about 35 quid. But it's just a normal. I'll show you where the gas is. It's just a normal camping gas cooker. But say it's really like. I spent probably about £200 doing the whole van. Yeah, and it does for me. Yeah, I've got extra rooms. I've got a tent in there that if I've got mates, they get devoted to the tent. I've had short friends stay across the front before, but that's really not comfortable. I've got 2 drawers, and then because it was a bit of a design flaw, so I've got 2 drawers that come out. It's a bit rough around the edges, like 2 drawers that come out, and then underneath, if I take that drawer all the way out, I've got a massive like area that was going to be for pots and pans, but because I didn't think properly, I've got to take that drawer out and then I can get to it, which isn't too much of an issue. Always have a book because I try and like to pretend I can read. And then these have just on definitely worth it. Because I made the mistake of trying to go a bit too cheap. MDF is rubbish. It's cheap, but it's rubbish. So the screws and stuff rip out. I've got one for my calendar, and then these 2 coat hooks, so I can get just like, hang my slightly damp waterproofs and stuff. I mean, I did live in it for about 3 months before I actually had everything in. I lived for 3 months in winter in Scotland, so this is sort of where I get a bit more genius on using space. So bring up that side of the mattress. Down here I've got, these are my windscreen covers that stay there. But rather than paying like 70-80 quid to get ones cut for the van, I spent about £10 on that bubble insulation stuff and made my own because I like to be a bit handy. And then the mattress doubles up as a bit of a doorstop. But I've got, that's my clothes all in there. Obviously I'm a lad, so it's nice and neat ish. And then in here it's like another wee garagey section. And this is sort of, in here we've got an abundance of power banks just because I've not got the electrics in there going in next week. I've got a spare day.
And what sort of electrics are you putting in?
I'm going to have a 110 battery, and then I'm going to have a little sort of bit that's going to, just on the other side of the cooker, just a little switchboard, but I'm going to make it all myself because I refuse to pay for something I can do myself. But yeah, so I've got loads of just my normal bits and bobs and worky stuff, and then let's cut it. And then as to the drawers, I've got one food in there, and then I've not bothered getting handles because space, and I don't want them digging into me. This bed's like 65 centimetres across, so it's more than enough for me. But I've got one that's all kitchen utensils. Down here is my high vis because it's an older van, and also that's where all my dirty washing goes. And then once I'm at home or once I'm near a laundrette or something, I'll just it keeps it all out of the way. And then this seat is a good thing about Berlingos because it folds flat. I sort of can sit here and cook as well, but also when it comes up, I've got 2 things. I've got a gas bottle for the cooker. I went and bought a 2-metre hose and tubally clipped. I don't drive with it on. I fancy my arms being attached. And in here I also use it as a fridge, so under there you can go right the way back, and you've got probably 45, well it is 45 centimetres of space back, and that works as a fridge.
Nice and cool.
Yeah, and then when I'm away for a long time I make loads of meals up and just freeze them, and then if I keep them all together they stay cold for a few days, so I'd like to get a fridge, but there's not really space. But also on the other side, it's exactly the same underneath, but that's where my battery's going to live and everything, so it's nice and easy to get on. And then in the front, I've just keep it as clean as I can. It's not that clean at the moment, but I try not to have too much faffing going on in the front, because there's you know, no. Don't like. I'd rather not drive with it all sort of around my feet. But in the front, again, there's always bits and bobs I want to change. I've got Edmund the elephant, but sort of from Kilimanjaro. I didn't go, but a friend got me from. So that's just on there. And I don't know. I was told it's really good. But the lights I've got are just Velcro on at the moment, and they're like AAA batteries, so it's nice and easy. Yeah, not too bad.
No.
About 300 quid or whatever, so it's nice and does me right. And it's still under 100,000 miles, so my van was only 2.5 grand, and then yeah, spent 300 quid doing it, and then probably 150 on a battery and stuff, so it's not that bad.
No, it's pretty good.
Does me.
It's really good, and it's warm enough.
Yeah, so insulation, I've got 2 layers of this bubble wrap stuff, and then over the top of all the bubble wrap stuff I've got radiator backing. So this bubble wrap stuff is meant to be about 4 centimetres, so call it 8 centimetres of insulation, then radiator backing, which you can just about see here, and then it's all with aluminium foil, so it does me, like I lived in January, December and January in Scotland, which, well, you see when I saw you in the videos, I was living in my van, so it was regularly down to -5 to -10, so I woke up alright. I've got the added bonus now, so at the time I was just using like jet boils and stuff, but now I've got that proper cooker. If I open the window a little bit, I can heat myself up before nicely. Anyone probably will tell me off for that, but I'm still alive, so it's going to be right.
Really good.
The only downside to it is I'm having to constantly move little bits and bobs, but compared to, well, I'm sure you'll probably see a little bit of it quickly on the Scottish videos, but compared to what it was like and just sort of nesting in kit, it probably took me 2 days to do in total. Oh, another important one is if you look at the back there, they're £1 from B&M, and the dehumidifiers with the crystals in it.
Which the
pink sort of meshy.
Oh, the pink, the meshy things.
Yeah. I'll get it out and show you, because it does, especially in a smaller van, makes all the difference, because so it's collected some of the gel at the bottom, but they're £1 from B&M for a pack of 2, I think, and
they work.
It definitely works. And with the windscreens, I never really get condensation, and if I do get condensation, it's usually because I've not opened a window while I've been boiling water. Not that I'd ever do that, because that would be unsafe, but yeah.
Really good.
Right.
So this is the Berlingo bungalow.
One day we'll get it as a hashtag that other people use. But it's really hard to design a van, because there's not actually that many videos of small vans online that are like this. You've got small vans that are high tops. Like, I've toyed with the idea of go and getting another van, but I don't really need it. No.
And you can sit up quite easy, either in the front cab.
Yeah, in the front cab I can definitely.
Or just, as you say, just sit in the back here. And
I've also got, actually I forgot to put it in, I was meant to. I've also got it's a magnet that goes on, either I can use the roof rack when it's on, or magnets, so I've got one there, one in the middle and one there. I've got a tarp that comes down to about here.
Yeah. So you can actually open it up and just have a bit of fresh air when we get the sunshine. And
when I've got work doing DV, so I can sit in the back, because if it's raining as well, you can sit in the back and still have quite a nice view. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Really good. Well done.
Know you've been a good friend, and that's in the thick and thin.